Hello, it's day 264, and I want to talk about why I overeat, part 1. This is a really complicated subject for me. It's something that I've only just started unpacking this year, so I definitely don't have all the answers. But I do know that back when I was dieting, even back then, I sensed the disconnect between my actual life that I was living and the meals that I was preparing for myself to fuel that life. For example, I would wake up some mornings and be absolutely starving, but it didn't matter because all I could eat was 200 calories of cottage cheese because that's what I had put in my calorie tracker for that day. Or sometimes I'd come home from work starving. But again, it didn't matter because it was chicken and cucumbers that night, 400 calories. Never mind what you actually are craving. Never mind if what you really want is a salad. It's chicken and cucumbers, and that's the only thing you can eat. Back then, when I realized that my meal plans and my diets weren't working, I always felt like it was a problem with myself, that I wasn't disciplined enough to be skinny and hot and fit. But now that I've been doing intuitive eating, I've noticed that I'm a lot more lenient with myself when it comes to what I'm actually eating during the day. But I don't think that it's a secret to anyone that I'm still overeating. You can look at me and tell that there's still a lot of just extra fat that isn't really serving any purpose on my body, and that's a result of consuming more calories than I'm expending during the day. That's just a pure scientific thing. So when I examine my actual reasons for overeating, I find that most of the answers lie in my old binge triggers. I'm not binging as much as I used to by any means. I haven't binged, I would say, for about 4 months now, which is amazing for me. And, clap, clap, good job all around. But the thing is, I can still tell that there is a lot of unhealthy thought processes around the things that used to make me binge. A huge trigger for me back in the day was unexpected food. This would be like my boss bringing in cookies for the office, or I would be planning to go to one restaurant with my friend and we would last minute decide to go to a different one. And so everything that I had put in my calorie counter for the day would be wrong. You're not going to Applebee's, you're going to Hardee's. And so like the menus are different, the calorie counts are different. So screw it, we might as well just throw the whole day out, start again tomorrow, we're gonna binge, here we go. Or, there's cookies in the break room, nobody's looking, well, weren't planning on it, but it's time to binge, here we go. There's plenty for everyone, so this whole box is for me, that kind of thing. I am thankful that these days, unplanned eating doesn't scare me quite the way that it used to. But I will say that I am still having a hard time making a good choice when it comes to unplanned eating. Like, if I know that a meeting is going to run straight into lunchtime, a lot of times I'll pre-game. I'll eat a ton of food beforehand because what if I get hungry during the meeting and I can't eat? I still do that kind of thing. I still eat more cookies than I should because, oh, it's a treat. It's a free day. Here we go. I still, maybe go overboard at fast food restaurants simply because I can. And of course, another thing is that with intuitive eating, you're encouraged to listen to your body's cues. So if I wake up early in the morning, again, I'll overeat in the morning because I'm not quite very good at listening to my fullness cues yet. I do understand now that I do have fullness cues, but they're very easy to ignore when you've taught yourself to ignore them your whole life.